Hello, hello, welcome in and welcome back. My name's OK and this, A Blast from the Past, is Kentucky Route Zero. When we last left off, we had not yet completed the final intermission, and when I play games I like to generally get the main parts of them complete, and with this game, there was this one section left. Didn't know how to unlock it, but one of our viewers did clue me in. There was a vital step we missed in the process. During the first act, there was a point when we were going to go see Joseph, who works at the gas station, and then we were supposed to leave and then go back and visit him again, and then there would be a stranger there that would say, like, hey, like, I want to put on a play, but I don't have a place to put on the play. Like, if you find one, let me know. And so I'm guessing that's the house we ended up with in the final act. And so now we could finally call that guy and be like, hey, we have a perfect place for you to put on this play. Let's go do it. So, but that was my thought, but then I saw what the name of this is going to be, and it's the death of the hired man, and there's only a few people that can be. I won't make any guesses lest I end up guessing right and then you think I peeked ahead. I've managed to stay. I still haven't looked at any spoilers for this game, so I'm going to look by the end of this episode and we'll discuss kind of our final thoughts on the game in general. So let's jump into it. To love a red moon. Oh, I guess Harry, Mexico. Mexico? Carrington, that's what she said. Oh, I interrupt them. Harry, damn. Carrington, oh, she's been there before. Harry, it sounds so far away. Carrington, she lived there for years and years. Harry, why'd she come back? Why does anyone come back? They're looking for something. Carrington, ask her. Sometimes it's hard to get a straight answer. Harry, so I recall, well, that old girl's trouble anyhow. Carrington, I'll tell her you said so. Well, that sounds like a friendly relationship. Harry, she'd wear it with pride. She would, wouldn't she? Carrington, how's business? Harry, shitty. That's the way it is sometime, Carrington. Ha ha. Harry, sure, you laugh. Well, you just did. Carrington, sorry, Harry. Not a good friendship. Harry, you laugh, but where'll you go to sit and talk all day when they shut this place down? I wonder where we are. I see a Bible, a bird. Carrington, oh, I appreciate the steaks. That bird just went crazy. It'd be a different story if someone bought a drink with cash now and then. Carrington, sure, Harry, we've all got our troubles. Which reminds me. ... Harry, I'll pour him. Carrington, no, it's not that. As I was leaving the bureau, I ran into someone else. Harry, Carrington, your erstwhile janitor. Harry, I bet. What'd he have to say? Carrington, in fact, he suggested he might come by and clean your facilities. The missing janitor returns. Harry, he what? I told him never to... Maybe it's a heist. Carrington, now, Harry. Be kind. Harry, I told him... What'd you tell him? Carrington, here he is. Who are we? I don't think we're one of these two people. Harry, now? Because we're just watching TV. Carrington quietly, be kind. We're watching To Love a Red Moon. Harry, I'm always kind. I could tell. Harrington. Carrington, how does it look out there, Brandon? Brandon, it's pretty okay. Carrington, sure. Brandon, the sun is out. It's up there. Harry, imagine that. Brandon, I mean, it's clear skies. Carrington, clear skies today. At least, for once. Brandon, well, I'll get started. Harry, listen, kid. Carrington, just go on back. My young friend will check in on you shortly. Brandon, oh, it's just a couple of bathrooms. Nothing too big. Harry, see? That attitude. Just a couple bathrooms. Carrington, go on back, Brandon. Brandon, okay. I'll start with the ladies. Harry, ... Fine. Brandon, there's nobody? Question mark? Harry, nah, it's just us and the kids. Where are the kids at, then? Oh, am I the kids? We're the kids. You and I are the kids. Brandon, oh, hey, y'all. What are you watching? Shh. Harry, some soap opera. It's better than your opera. Carrington, To Love a Red Moon. Brandon, oh yeah, my mom used to watch this one. It's a classic. Carrington, the woman in this scene, Magda, she's a Martian banker. Her lover is the moon Demos, but she's unfaithful. Carrington, it's very compelling. Brandon, well... better get to work then. Yeah, I heard the door shut. Carrington, see, Harry? A little bit of kindness, and you got your janitor back. I wonder how Harry chased him away in the first place. Harry, when was I ever anything but kind to him? Harry feels the same. Harry, I let him sleep in the office whenever he misses his bus. Harry, but he's not dependable. Harry, off he goes, almost always when I need him most. Carrington, he thinks he ought to earn a little pay. Oh, is he working for free? Harry, I can't afford to pay any fixed wages, though I wish I could. So how does he pay him in general? Just like free drink occasionally? Carrington, so when someone else can pay... Harry, then someone else will have to. But then you don't have a janitor. Carrington, not so loud. He'll hear you. Harry, I want him to. He'll have to. Eventually. Carrington, Harry, I believe you were about to pour us a couple drinks. Can't leave us hanging. Thirsty. Well, a bird's not. Harry, this damn bar is like a muddy black little pond where everyone who stops to drink falls in and drowns. What does that make you then, Carrington? Now, Harry, who would drink from a muddy black pond? Harry, there's always someone thirsty enough. Carrington, and what are you in this colorful metaphor? Exactly. Harry, just another set of bones at the bottom. Harry, as happy as ever. Carrington, I'll drink to that. Carrington, just as happy as ever. Harry, well, so will I. Haha. Harry, they're falling in love. Did the bird squawk? Carrington, eh? Harry, on TV. I mean, how could they not with that view and the piano? Harry, so, how'd it go? Your plaything? Ah! Yes, Carrington was the stranger we talked about who needed the play to be done. Harry, you said you put on a play, right? Carrington, I staged an experimental theater production, yes. Harry, pardon me. Carrington, if you must know, it was a complete and utter disaster. Harry, sorry to hear that. Or, sorry to hear that. Carrington, on the topic of my production, the less said, the better. Although that's what we want here, Carrington. Give us the juicy details. Harry, fine. Change the subject. No, don't change it. That's the thing we want to hear about. How'd the play go? That's what we're here for. Carrington, it was doomed from the start, really. Kind of like this relationship on screen. Carrington, as I watched the sun rise that morning in front of Equus Oils. Harry, what's that? Carrington, the gas station, Joseph's place. You remember Joseph. We remember Joseph. Harry, oh, how is old Joe? Blind Joe. Carrington, reflective these days, aren't we all? Harry, wait, you did your play at a gas station? Carrington, I staged. Yes. Harry, and nobody came out, huh? I'll be damned. I'm sure Harry would have came if you announced it. Carrington, an uncommon venue. By design. Harry, it's unique. I'll give you that. Did we never call him then? I don't know if there was a way to. Carrington, even if an audience had materialized, there were other gaps in the production. Harry, okay. I thought we weren't talking about this, but okay. Carrington, the cast and crew? Also absent. Harry, damn. Carrington, so I alone stood there at sunrise with no play and no audience to miss it. So it really was an interactive experience then. Carrington, and you? What's been occupying your days and nights, my friend? Changing the subject. Harry, not much. Sometimes I go down to the store and restock, but then it's straight back home. Carrington, home? You mean this place? Harry, I guess. Sounds pathetic, doesn't it? Carrington, not at all. Harry, no, you had it right at first. This bar is no home. It's a pond. A black one with bones in it. Carrington, it all depends on what you mean by home. Carrington, talking to Brandon the other day, I got the sense he sees this bar as a kind of home too. Which makes it sadder he hasn't been here. Harry, ha! He's like a dog that walked in off the street. Old Blue, are we gonna hear anything about him? Carrington, and what do you do, Harry, when a dog walks in off the street? Probably is really nice to the dog. Harry, you give him some water. A dog never did anything wrong. So is he saying the boy didn't? Carrington, home is the place where, when you have to go there, they have to take you in. Harry, what's that from? A poem. Harry, I bet it sounds like a greeting card. Especially corny one at that. Carrington, it's meant to sound a little cynical, I believe. Harry, what's the poem called? Carrington, The Death of the Hired Man by Robert Frost. So that's where we get our title from. Harry, of course, I knew that. So did the bird. Carrington, only the poem which served as the basis for my doomed experimental stage production. I've been talking about for weeks now. Harry, I'm sure it's a great poem that I've never read. Carrington, the next line is, I should have called it something you somehow haven't to deserve. Harry, huh? Yeah, I don't get it either. Carrington, mean anything to you? Harry, well, is he a Christian man? Carrington, Frost? Carrington, yes, I think he was, with a healthy measure of doubt. Harry, then it sounds to me like the grace of God. Carrington, Harry, you get it when you're baptized. It's automatic. You don't have to do anything to earn it. Depending on which religious sect you're looking at. Harry, you just try to be worthy of it. Harry, what do you think? I mean, he must have lots of thoughts since he based the whole play off of it. Experimental thing. Carrington, Harry, you know I only attend church for the acoustics. Harry, then what's the line mean to you? Carrington, oh, I take it very literally. It's a moral claim. There is, for each of us, a place called home. The relationship is inalienable. It's our birthright. No one may keep us from this place. Harry, says who, though? I mean, who enforces it? Carrington, if God won't, then it's up to us. Harry, and I guess you think the same goes for that kid back there. Carrington, am I so transparent? Harry, so why it's up to us, though? Doesn't his grandma work in a bank or something? Carrington, does she? I hadn't heard. Harry, I'm pretty sure I heard that. Carrington, but Harry, don't you think that if he could get help from family? ... Harry, sure, maybe they had a fight. It happens. Carrington, he looked exhausted. No wonder he's working jobs that he doesn't get paid for. Harry, yeah, he did. Carrington, why don't you go check on him? That wasn't a question mark, though. Why don't you go check on him? Harry, it's kind of quiet back there, huh? Hopefully the kid's okay. Carrington, not to scold him, Harry. Just see how he's doing. Harry, yeah, all right. Carrington, turning to the TV, I'll catch up on the melodrama of the day. Carrington, well, you've been glued to this program all day. What do you make of it? I can't talk. Too busy watching. This is season 4 of 82. Emily, oh no, I'm here. Emily, everybody's secretly in love with everybody else. Emily, it's so boring. Why am I glued to it then? Carrington, too consistent. I see. Emily, sorry your play was a bust. That must have sucked to be a loser. Carrington, live theater is always a risk. That's what makes it interesting. Emily, I agree. Carrington, sure, you're a performer. You understand. Emily, I was in a movie recently. Carrington, I hadn't heard. Emily, yeah, a western, kind of, a glitch western. Interesting. Carrington, you have my complete attention. Emily, I was just thinking about your poem, because I've been sitting here awkwardly in the corner not talking, but listening. Carrington, oh? Emily, yeah, I was thinking about it as a riddle. Emily, like, what's the place where, when you have to go there, they have to take you in? Carrington, and the answer is home? Emily, no, it's a grave. That matches the last episode. Carrington, our host returns, but so quickly. You're expecting a longer heart-to-heart? Carrington, well? Did you and the young man have a heart-to-heart conversation? How is he? Harry, he's asleep on the floor with a roll of paper towels as a pillow. He must have been really tired then. Wow. Carrington, try to remember, Harry. Harry, no, it's all right. Let him rest. Let him rest. That was the home. Death of the hired man. I guess in a way you could say it was the death of the hired man because he became part of the family and was no longer the hired man because the hired man has to be let into the home versus a the hired man has to be let into the home for work versus a family member is let in because they're part of your family and you love them. I think it made sense and then it didn't make sense. I have to think about it for a second. So I did my own research for a bit, looked into the game some more to see if there were anything that I had missed significantly, such as, for example, Conway's fate, Blue's fate, or so many of the other characters' fates. But it really was impressed upon me that this game does try to remain kind of real to life, and so far that life is full of uncertainty, it's full of tragedies, it's full of nice moments, but it aimed to be more realistic in that sense, that sometimes we're with people for a long time, and sometimes we just never find out what happens in people's journeys. We're together, and then we go our own little ways, and so it is that I found this final act, or intermission rather, to be interesting, because no matter where we go, we all have a home, and if it's not the right of others to help us keep those homes, then it's our rights and our duty to kind of look for those places where we belong. So Conway, he didn't really try fighting for that. He felt like he wasn't allowed to, I feel like, remembering his character, and other characters, they did make it to the final home, to Dogwood Drive, which was kind of their home in the end. So I was glad we had them. At least I wish we could have known more, but that wasn't what this game was going for. I did enjoy the journey, as it were, and I hope that you did as well. But that's where I'm going to be leaving the game off here for now. So thank you for sticking around all the way through it. It's kind of hard for some not knowing clear answers, but there's also some kind of joy in the mystery, and hope you agree. If you did enjoy the series or this episode, please leave a like down below, and if you're not subscribed, consider subscribing, and I will see you in the next one. Till then, bye!